morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Y'all, I feel like I'm going live. Is this my 15 in a row? Go me. Happy Friday to my working people. I'm signing into my systems now, but there is a message. They're not you. They're not you. Stop letting people play with you. They are not you. They are absolutely not. I'm gonna just give it some time for people to trickle on in before we get started so I won't have to kind of repeat myself. But as I'm doing this, I hope you are having an amazing day, an amazing morning, an amazing evening whenever you are watching this. I don't know if this is your first time coming across my page, if you've seen me before. If not, I am Terry. Welcome. Welcome to the tribe. After watching a live, after watching a video, if you enjoy the energy here, definitely would appreciate if you consider subscribing to the channel so you can join the tribe. All right. Hopefully work won't be too busy today. We're gonna see. We're gonna start probably in the next 2 minutes. In the next 2 minutes, we're going at it. Next 2 minutes, we'll be going at it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'll sign into that later. All right. So I was just waiting on my one. I got my one, so we are at it. So as I titled the live, they are not you. Good morning, Brittany. Again, I appreciate you for tuning in. They're not you. That is the message for this Friday. They are not you. So I completed reading my self-mastery, the Master Yourself book last night. And go me, right? I completed it. And it took me a little longer than normal to complete the book, but I completed it. And I'm proud of myself. And at the end of the book, it particularly talked about role models, right? Role models and mentors, coaches. I know me, we probably have role models. Let me know in the chat if you have role models. You have people that you look up to. I know I do. A few of the people that I look up to, Tabitha Brown, definitely one, and an amazing woman, an amazing story in what she's done in her life, as well as Eric Thomas. I'm currently in his 21-day live challenge where I'm listening to his lives every single morning. I really, really resonate with his message and what he's doing on his platform as well. But when we think about role models and mentors, right, we have to be careful that when we connect with a role model and a mentor, we're not connecting with them, or they are not trying to mold us into them. So in the book, it basically says, like, once you connect with a role model, a mentor, a coach, right, their purpose is to point you into the greatness that's already within inside of you. It's not for you to emulate them, right? Do exactly what they've done, make your life look exactly like theirs. That's absolutely not the purpose, right? That's their path, their purpose. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. That's their path, that's their purpose. But the purpose of a mentor or coach is for you to recognize the greatness and the power that's already inside of you. For you to be able to show up in the world authentically yourself. Good morning, Raymond. For you to show up in the world as authentically yourself and to shine your light. So how do we do this, right? So you have to find the things that make you most comfortable. Specifically your purpose. That's the thing that's going to make you most happiest. That's the thing that's going to allow you to operate as your highest self. That's the thing that's going to allow you to leave your mark on the world. But when you recognize, good morning, Shanice, when you recognize what your purpose is, and not saying that you won't need help along the way, not saying that you won't need wise counsel, not saying that you won't need guidance, but we have to be mindful and we have to be careful when we're connecting with people that we first identified what our true purpose is. So then once you connect with someone and the advice that they're giving you or the path that they're trying to get you to go on, if you know that that doesn't truly align with who you are and what your truest, most authentic self is, and it's trying to get you to do something that's completely without the norm, right? It's not resonating with you, it's not doing anything, even though they might be further along than what you are. You have to have the confidence to know that that's not really aligned with the greatness that's within inside of you, right? So if you want constructive criticism, right, from a person, the meaning of constructive criticism is it should make you a better you instead of making you a better them. And when I thought about that, I said, that's so true, right? When we go to other people for guidance, when we go to other people for advice because they may have an answer, is their answer related to just them, who they are as a person, or are they taking into account my strengths, right? My abilities, my purpose, what I'm trying to bring into the world. And if it's not, if it's like a cookie cutter advice, they give the same approach to everyone, then how is that specifically supposed to help you, right? Because everyone is not you, and that is your superpower. Literally, this life, it's one-on-one. Once you find your purpose, the neat thing is about it is that I say all the time on my channel, there is absolutely no competition in the lane when you tap into your purpose, like your LA jacket. Oh, thank you, Jay. I'm glad you mentioned that. I am so glad you mentioned my coat and my jacket. I wanted to bring another little flavor to the live to let you know what my style is. And this is my style. This is what makes me most comfortable. I enjoy wearing a hat. I like, street style wear. It's my vibe. It's definitely my vibe. And that's another thing too. When we talk about they're not you, you have to own who you are and show up confidently as that. And your most beautiful and your most handsome self shines through when you recognize that you are the person that you probably are outwardly trying to seek validation, advice for, approval from. If you take time to say, you know what, I have everything I need to be great, to show up great today, regardless. Which takes me to my next point of, when is the last time you actually took time to stand in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you, you are beautiful, I am enough, you are amazing, you're doing a great job, and I got you, right? When is the last time that you took the time to stand in the mirror and tell yourself those things? Because oftentimes we are looking for someone else to tell us these type of things, right? We're looking for someone else to have our back. We're looking for someone else to affirm us. But when is the last time that you stood in the mirror and said, you know what? I love you. I love every inch of you. I love every part of you. You're great. You're beautiful. You're doing the thing. You are that person. You are enough. And I got you. I got your back. Before we expect for anybody else to have our back, do you have your own back? Can you trust yourself? Do you have your own back? And I made a commitment to myself that I am going to talk to myself in the most uplifting, the most positive, right? I want to feed myself with the best love. I want to feed myself with the best love, the best talk, the best motivation. Because if I give that to myself first, then that overflows to the people that's most connected to me. That overflows to my family, my friends, my YouTube family, my tribe. But how can I give that to you all if I can't even give that to myself? Right? And it's imperative for us to take that time to realize you're not them, they're not you. And that's the beauty of it all. That's the beauty of it all, that all of us are individuals. And in a world where we are wanting to connect with role models, wanting to connect with mentors, with coaches, because that is what is suggested. And That's absolutely okay. That can be absolutely beneficial. But I feel like where we have it mixed up is we connect with these type of individuals prematurely. We connect with these individuals before we even realize who we are within ourselves. So we can't go to someone else for them to help us if we don't even know who we are, right? We haven't spent time in our alone time. We haven't asked God, we haven't prayed, we haven't went through their own personal self-transformation. For us to realize who we are, before we seek outside help, we first have to realize who we are within ourselves. What is it that I want for my life? How do I envision my life? My best life. How do I envision that? Right? How am I going to make that how am I going to make that come true in the natural? All these things, all these personal talks we have to have within ourselves first. And we have to develop a concrete plan. We have to have a clear image on what we expect from ourselves, from our own life. We can't expect that from people, right? I made a video about that on my channel as well. We absolutely cannot have expectations, particular expectations from people, but we absolutely can expect the most from our life. Once we realize who we are, and once you accept the fact that you are not them, you'll never be them, they'll never be you. And how beautiful will the world be if everyone is encouraged just to be you, to be you, to do you, and have everything that you're supposed to have? It could all be so simple. But we spend so much valuable time and energy looking at everybody else, looking at the next person that they're so much better than what we are. And who said that? Right? Who said that? You said that that person is better than you, which takes me back to my previous point. When is the last time you stood in the mirror and completely boosted yourself up? So nobody's messing with me. Nobody. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. And I want to read the part of the book that I read last night. I finished The Master Yourself. I did. It took me a while. It took me longer than what it usually takes somebody else to finish, but I finished it. And I'm proud of me. I'm absolutely proud of me. I finished it. Thank you, Shanice. So I'm going to read the part in the book that specifically talks about role models. Okay? And it helped me, and I think it will help you as well. So here it is. It says, another trap related to role models occurs when you mistakenly believe that a single role model or teacher has all of your answers. A situation like this can often occur on a spiritual path, especially when you first start to wake up and emerge from the smoke and fog. Admittedly, depending on the level of your domestication and attachment, it may seem like a role model or teacher has all of the answers as you're starting to find your way. But as the initial bud of your awakening blossoms, you soon realize that in reality, you have all of the answers. You have all of your own answers. And any role model or teacher you engage with are only there to point you on the way back home to yourself. This does not mean that you don't seek the help of others when the way gets difficult. We all need help from time to time. But the difference is that a master of self, you know that on the deepest level, everything you need is already inside you. I think that's the word for the day. Everything you need is already inside of you. They're not you, you're not them. And that's your superpower. We're going to cut it there. We are going to cut it there because I have to sign on to work in the next 15 minutes. I have to get my systems pulled up. But I wanted to come on just to share a small message this morning on this Friday morning on live to encourage you that you are enough. Everything you ever need is already inside of you. You just have to take the time to tap into it. Take the time to tap into it. And if you haven't already, I would encourage you, grab the book. Grab the book, The Master Yourself. Amazing, amazing read. But if you enjoyed this live, I would highly appreciate if you consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the Terry Shire Catching the Major Vibe, y'all. Because we'll be coming back with another video and a live. Let's go.